What is up, guys? It's Swammer here, back again with some more Master League action. Sticking with this same team of Dialga, Groudon, and Mewtwo. I have really been enjoying this team, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna switch over to the Premier Cup or not. Premier Cup last season was just, it was, it's almost more predictable than Master League even. Because Dragonite and Metagross are just so common, and I have managed to gain about 150 points. I'm up to like 2620 or something, so I've gained more than 100 points with this team, and I haven't done all that many battles, so I'm probably just going to stick with this for the remainder of Master League. But let's go ahead and get right into the battles. So definitely finding that I am getting better with this team. There's some team comps that are a struggle given the way that I play. So, for example, a common variation on this is to swap out Kyogre for Groudon, and that presents problems for this team. But here we get a Mewtwo on the lead, which is totally fine for us. We're going to go for Iron Head right away. We are going to be able to connect with the Iron Head here. Sorry, we got a shield actually, but that's pretty good for us. This could be a Focus Blast, so I do go ahead and shield. And then I go ahead and swap into my own Mewtwo. At this point, I am not going to shield. I'm hoping it's another Psy Strike, and it is. And so we're just going to build up a little bit of extra energy, but I miscalculate there and let them get off another Psy Strike, so that's not very good. But we are going to get off a Psy Strike here. However, they're almost certainly not going to shield this because they have no more energy. But it is a Dialga coming in, and we're just going to melt immediately. But now we can get our Groudon onto this Dialga, so that's definitely better. So we're going to build up a bunch of extra energy, and they actually swap in a Giratina. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Earthquake to get the damage or some shield pressure. We do get the damage, so that's pretty good for us. And now we're going to go for the Farm Down with Dialga. However, they are going to get to a Shadow Ball, so we're going to go ahead and let the Shadow Ball come through. And we're just going to get to the Iron Head on the Dialga here. If we get the shield, great. If we get the damage, great. It's now at the point where basically if I can land a Fire Punch, I'll probably be able to KO with the extra Mud Shots. So I just need to shield this and then double up on the Fire Punch and drop back-to-back Fire Punches here. One will get the shield and the other one will KO the Dialga. Oh no, they actually get to another charge move just in time. Oh dang, I didn't quite have the back-to-back there. So really, really close match there, but really well played by my opponent. They managed their energy on Dialga really well. So that was definitely what enabled them to win the matchup there. Surprised, honestly, that they got to 2 Iron Heads. But I guess that makes sense because I did throw the Earthquake onto the Giratina before. So, alright, we get a Giratina on the lead here. And they swap out into Dialga. We're going to go ahead and go into our Groudon. This is a fairly favorable matchup in anything but the 2 shield. So we're going to build up a bunch of extra energy. They're waiting to throw, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Fire Punch, knowing that they will go ahead and shield. Since they have so much banked energy, it would be very risky for them not to. We are going to go ahead and shield up this Iron Head and then throw the Earthquake ourselves. Since they just spent their energy, they're fairly likely to let this go through, and I'm perfectly happy with that. However, they do actually go ahead and shield. So, pretty interesting. We get a little bit of lag there, and then all of a sudden I have an Earthquake, and I drop it. So, hopefully this will take, well, it definitely will take out the Dialga. Giratina comes back in, and we're just going to be able to build, actually, we don't get the Earthquake. We were going to try and get to it, but having them throw their energy is just as good. So I'm going to go into Dialga now, start farming away with the Dragon Breaths, going for the Iron Head. This should be either just barely taken, no, it just barely lives. This is really unfortunate because they're going to be able to get off a charge move now. I am going to go ahead and shield up the Shadow Ball, and it is a Groudon in the back, so this is okay. We're going to force them to throw energy at us, and we're actually able to get to the Iron Head in time. So this is going to deal quite a bit of damage. And This is likely to be an Earthquake, which will take us out. It is the Earthquake, but Mewtwo can come in now and get to a Psy Strike very quickly. So we do get to the Psy Strike on this Groudon. This is going to be taking out the Groudon, and then one Psycho Cut should be enough to take out that Giratina in the back. Yep. So good matchup there. Able to win really by getting the shield and switch advantage with Groudon against the Dialga. So very nice to get that matchup. All right, getting into the third matchup here. Hopefully we'll get an opponent pretty soon. Yeah, Master League has definitely been interesting. Still finding it tense, although maybe I'm just a little bit more familiar with the matchups now, so it's not getting to my nerves quite as much. But able to get into a third matchup here. We get a Mewtwo on the lead. This is reasonably good for us. The Mewtwo is always dangerous. So we're going to go straight for the Iron Head as quickly as we can get it, basically. And Mewtwo gets to a Focus Blast basically a half turn after you get to an Iron Head. So if they throw before you, you know that it could not possibly be a Focus Blast. If they throw after, you know that it can be. So they do throw. It is a Psy Strike. Not too surprisingly, very common to bait there. I was really surprised by the Shadow Ball there, but now I know that it has Psy Strike Shadow Ball. So I can go ahead and come in with Dialga. This is definitely just another Psy Strike, way too quick for a Shadow Ball, so not going to shield. And we're going to be able to farm down this Mewtwo. So we've got quite a bit of loaded energy, and we just are going to do as much Dragon Breath damage as we can, and then go for the Draco Meteor. We do get the last shield, but we're in a bit of a tough spot here because we need Groudon to be able to take out both Pokemon, so we have to shield this up. Can't let him take too much damage. Then we're going to go straight for that Earthquake. We do land the Earthquake here. This is going to be taking out the Dialga, and we need to hope that it's like a Melmetal in the back or something. And it's a Zekrom, so this is totally fine as well. We're going to be able to get to an Earthquake. Even if they got to a Crunch, it wouldn't be enough to KO. And certainly a Wild Charge would do almost nothing. So that Earthquake is going to take out the Zekrom. So really lucky there that they had a Pokemon that was weak to ground in the back. But sometimes that's the way it works out. So Groudon really able to carry that matchup with being good against all three Pokemon, really, because he does pretty well against Mewtwo as well. Loses to Mewtwo, but at least does some damage in the process. So, all right, Dialga on the lead. This is a mirror that you see quite a lot of in Master League, so I'm going to go straight for that Draco Meteor. They're throwing an Iron Head here. I'm not going to shield the Iron Head. Definitely was too fast for Draco, and we are going to be able to get to Draco ourselves. This is likely going to get a shield, or they're just going to let it go. We do get a shield. We're going to swap into Mewtwo now, and they bring in Giratina. So this is okay. We're with a small energy advantage. We should have no problem getting to 2 Psy Strikes, which will put the Giratina very low. So there's one, second one coming through here. If it doesn't get shielded, we'll get them very close to taken out. They've built up quite a bit of energy, though, so I'm not going to shield because they might just be able to double up on Dragon Claws. It is a Shadow Sneak, and they didn't quite have the double up, but there was certainly no point in shielding because I wouldn't have gotten to another charge move anyways. And we're going to come in now with Groudon, actually, and farm down because that's a good amount of farm we can get onto the Groudon, and with 2 shields, they're going to be in trouble. And it is a Melmetal coming in, so this is amazing for us. We're going to build up as much extra energy as we can, then just throw a Fire Punch here. They do let it go through, totally fine. I don't really care if this is a superpower, but I probably should just shield because I've got 2 shields. No reason not to at this point. They're dropping another charge move. I can let this come through because it is a reduced power superpower. Gonna go for the Fire Punch now, which will be taking out the Melmetal. And then all I need to do is get to a Fire Punch on this Groudon, but I'm going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake. Oh no, I just go for the Fire Punch, sorry. Go for the back-to-back. We do get a shield, and then we have another Fire Punch here to take out the Dialga. Yeah, that definitely made more sense. Oh, and we do actually swap out here into the Dialga on the charge move, but really no need. This match is over at this point, so able to take out the Dialga there. I sort of forgot they had a shield, so definitely better that I went for the back-to-back Fire Punches there, so that was definitely the right play, rather than going for the Earthquake, because otherwise Groudon would have had to shield and get to another charge move anyways. So. Alright, getting into this last matchup, another Dialga Mirror matchup on the lead. Gonna go straight for that Draco Meteor. I'm not quite sure why, but I've been finding a lot of these mirror matches I'm losing like quite significantly, even though I meet all the breakpoints for defense, like all the defensive breakpoints for Dialga. So not quite sure why that is. I do go ahead and swap into Mewtwo after getting the shield. Gonna go for the Psy Strike. This is likely going to get a shield from the Dialga. We do get a shield. And then they're probably going to drop another Iron Head. I'm going to shield this up, and I can charge up some extra energy, because energy on Mewtwo is absolutely amazing. They come in with Kyogre. This is totally fine. I'm going to go for a Psy Strike here. This Psy Strike is going to deal a lot of damage. Almost takes out the Kyogre. We're going to get to another Psy Strike here, and this is definitely going to be taking them out. So they were able to get off like 4 waterfalls, but no surf, so that's very good for us. Going to swap into Groudon and go ahead and go for a Fire Punch. We needed to swap in there to avoid getting farmed down, but the Fire Punch is going to be enough to take out Dialga, and then we just need to get to an Earthquake on this Groudon to get it low, and that will be enough for our Dialga to be able to take care of it in the back. They are going to get to their Earthquake here, which will be taking us out probably. Yeah, it does take us out, but we've still got Mewtwo and Dialga. We're going to go ahead, come into Dialga, absorb the charge move here. Might take us out. Yeah. Oh no, Fire Punch doesn't quite take us out. We faint simultaneously, but we had Mewtwo alive with a bit of health in the back, so that's a GG. All right, so good set of 5 there. Able to win 4 of those matches. Climbing up about 30 some odd ranking, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.